Organizational grapevine. The grapevine is an informal communication network that can run through an entire organization. Grapevines are found in all organizations except the very smallest, but they do not always follow the same patterns as formal channels of authority and communication. Nor do they necessarily coincide with them. Moreover, because the grapevine typically passes information orally, such information often becomes fruitless and such information is distorted in the process, and it is an attempt to disrupt the formal structure. Attempts to eliminate the grapevine are fruitless, but fortunately, managers do have some control over it. By maintaining open channels of communication and responding vigorously to inaccurate information, they can minimize the damage of the grapevine. They can minimize the damage that grapevine can uh, cause. In fact, the grapevine can actually be an asset. By getting to know the key people in the grapevine, for example, the manager can partially control the information they receive and use the grapevine to sound out employees' reaction to new ideas. For example, a change in human resource policies or benefit packages. The manager can also get valuable information from the grapevine and the use to improve decision making. Well, the grapevine is not a formal feedback channel, is not a formal information channel, but it is there, and in fact, it is an outburst of the employees. Sometimes the employees do not give the feedback openly, but they can do it in the grapevine. So the grapevine has a potential to let the upper management know about the things that they usually don't know. Then there are entrepreneuring. Sometimes organizations actually take steps to encourage informal organizations. They do so for the variety of reasons, two of which we have already discussed. First, most experienced managers recognize that informal organizations exist whether they want it or they do not want it. Second, many managers know how to use the informal organizations to reinforce the formal organizations. Perhaps more important, however, the energy of the informal organization can be harnessed to improve productivity. Many firms, including Rubbermaid, 3M, and Xerox, support a process called entrepreneuring, creating and maintaining innovation and flexibility of small business environment within the conflicts of a large bureaucratic structure. The concept is basically sound. Historically, most innovations have come from individuals in small businesses. As businesses increase in size, however, innovation and creativity tend to become casualties in the battle for more sales and profits. In some large companies, new ideas are even discouraged, and champions of innovation have been stalled in mid career. Compaq, now part of Hewlett Packard (HP), is an excellent example of how entrepreneuring works to contract this trend. The firm has one major division, new business group. When a manager or engineer has an idea of a new product or product application, the individual takes it to the new business group and sells it. The managers in the group itself are then encouraged to help the innovator develop the idea for the field testing. If the product takes off and does well, it is then spun off into its own business group or division. If it doesn't do as well as it is hoped, it may still be maintained as a part of the new business group or it may be phased out. Is there synergy among the baked goods, shoe polish, and underwear? S.C. Stephen Macmillan still has a few trick ups his sleeves. One bold move was developing a chain of retail stores named Inner Self. Each store features spa-like atmosphere, which to sell Sarah Lee's Hanes Playtex, Bali, and Wonderbra products. Suzanne Neverdell, head of the development for Inner Self, thinks that the company owned store provide more realistic and comforting environment for making underwear purchases than do some specifically outlets.